That's the song what D-Mash gave me. Huh?
You made the name.
Oh, that's
What? They got some more of these?
yeah.
What me one of these?
Huh?
What me the name?
What size?
Shit, I don't know. What me the name?
I got a 33.
Alright, I don't know if one thing.
Your size.
Yeah, I don't know big ass bras on chain. Bras on had that motherfucker to my goddamn ankles, man.
Oh shit.
Talk
See,
about
live.
the chain hang low. Talk about
You
you
drive?
the elder.
You live? Yeah, you got. Hey,
You the elder.
we live, man. We live.
Go
ahead.
All right, Shalom. We the brothers from the city of Indianapolis camp. We want to start off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
I want to give double honor to our apostles, the elders, the great millstone, and teachers as well. Peace, blessings, say to the hopeful elect, pushing this true weekend, week out, sincerity, charity, and the love. All right, we're just gonna get right into it, man.
2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
Right, who's gonna be delivered? The elect of the nation of Israel, man. All right, if you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? Deliverance is for the children of Israel. All right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and then there's the elect of them. Okay.
Verse 30. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. Which, that goes into when Luke says, behold, I see the fire, and will I be already kindled? Because when Yahweh Shah show up, it's going to be a lot of chaos going on when he show up. The earth going to be in a state of turmoil. You're going to have the race wars going on, different wars going on across the earth, famine going on, pestilence going on, right? So when he show up, it's going to be already things happening, right? Somebody will grab that and bring it out.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 49. It says, I come to send fire on the earth, and what will it be if it already kindled?
What will be already kindled, which is fine. You're going to see a lot of shit happen, man. People going to be out here catching hell, man. This is what Amos 5th chapter goes into. All right, people going to be out here fleeing one way, and fleeing to another, and they're going to catch hell on all sides. That's described in Amos 5th chapter. That's on that. I bring it out, huh?
There's Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Yeah, woe means destruction to you that desire the day of the Lord.
Right.
Because you think the day of the Lord is going to be a nice day. What you're going to find out is the day of the Lord is going to be a day of judgment and wrath. Okay? Go ahead.
To what end is it for you?
Yeah, to what end is it for you? All right? Do you know why Yahweh Shah is showing up in a fierce countenance with the innumerable amount of angels? Do you know why the day of vengeance burned in his heart?
Right.
So do it sound like he come back for a good fucking time? The answer is no. Go ahead.
It says, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
What's gonna make the day of the Lord dark? Honestly, when the missiles be shot. Okay, go ahead.
As verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light?
Yeah, so no matter which way you turn to, you're gonna be catching, all right, some kind of evil, man. Okay?
Yeah.
And even the Lord's gonna unleash those wild beasts. Somebody grab that Jeremiah. Wild beasts, like we seen the video the other week. Jake had choked out a fucking coyote. He was outside in the morning smoking square head of coffee.
Yo, I've been looking at videos today, man. These people, man, they be feeding their dogs raw meat, man.
Yep.
Big ass pit bull terriers and shit, man. Feeding them raw meat. I said, oh man. I said, man. So when them motherfuckers get hungry, they don't want to know, what their human flesh do.
Master gonna start smelling real good, especially when he cut himself. Like, damn, Master. You got it, bro.
Got it? Yeah. You want to Jeremiah 15? Yeah, Start with 2 or 3.
All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as for sword to the sword.
Right, and there's multiple, all right, facets of the sword. It could be a biochemical, you know what I'm saying, sword. It could be, you know, as literally shot on sight. It could be beheaded. It's all types of forms of the sword, man.
Right, bro.
So it's gonna be, and when you look at what's that precept that says, right around that, First Timothy 3:1. It says, "Know this time, perilous time going on." And that perilous time speaking about what? Exposure to death. Somebody look up perilous on the etymon as well, Papa Charles. Yeah, bring it out.
This is 2 Timothy.
Somebody hold it on the etymon, Papa Charles.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Yeah, perilous, right? You look up perilous, you got that. Yep.
It's perilous. It's full of danger, risky, involving exposure to death.
See, dangerous, risky, involving exposure to death. There's gonna be a lot of death out here in the streets, man. Blood's gonna literally run in the streets, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Destruction or injury.
Destruction or injury. Okay? And the elders just talking about how the dogs see your ass injured and come up and smell that flesh and blood, take your ass to pieces. Okay?
Hey, and if you're watching like news break, they find a new species almost every other day, bro. They just thought a fish it's like a feather, you know? That's right.
Yep. All right, let's go there.
And it says, also spiritually dangerous.
Also spiritually dangerous, which those of you that are unfaithful, you will have a mind of just bugging the fuck out.
That's right.
It says that man's heart should feel no fear. All the things are going to see. So if you're not spiritually, you know what I'm saying, strong in that day, like it says in Isaiah 33, right? That knowledge and wisdom is going to be stability of vitality. If you don't have that, wisdom is knowledge, all right, that's on the right hand side, keep you stable in the times to come, you're going to bug the fuck out. All right? Go back to that Jeremiah.
Yep. Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, such as for sword to the sword, and such as for the famine to the famine.
See, famine, you could die in the famine. Hey, the fucking farmers, they're literally shutting down. I was watching Epic Economist, I think it was, and it was done today or yesterday. I just watched it today, right? And he was going into how American farmers are on protest. So in order to protest, what they're doing is just shutting the fuck down. We're gonna stop production for do some food for the country. That's adding to the famine. A famine is what? Starvation because of lack of food. Right? Which second entry, the 15th chapter goes for what? Men invading one another. All right, with the sword. All right, for what? Tribulation and lack of bread. Lack of bread, you know, it goes to what? Lack of food. Yeah. So if a man's fucking hungry, and you got a sword, you know, instrument to kill. All right, you got some goods you want, you're gonna go in and take that shit. And if you're not prepared to deal with that, he's gonna overtake you. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, such as are for cat.
I'm gonna say, because even when so-called inflation first started to happen, farmers were getting on and saying that they crops, the feed was so high that they couldn't feed their animals. You know, so they was hard for them to keep up.
Yep.
And then these corporations came in and they took over these farms. So black owned farms and Latino, so-called Latino owned farms are depreciating right now because they're coming in and taking it over. And they raised up the feed so high that the average farmer can't even pay the fees for farm.
Yeah.
Because the corporations got a monopoly on the system. Yeah. And then they all work together to set the prices. Yeah.
Also, they control the sea.
Yep.
Bill Gates is a big investor in land and farms. If I'm not mistaken, he bought up like 40% of farms in America. You know, so he owns, so he right there, he can shut off half Washington. You know, when he gets ready. No man should have all that power, man. You should have the proof of a country. What?
Yeah, quick preset.
It all go together. Like every year they gotta buy the fucking seed. They gotta see they can't even produce. Right. They gotta buy seeds every fucking year. When you talk about with Jake farmers, you got X'd out because why? First of all, you already on the bottom. So you was already barely hanging on by fucking thread. So what they did was squeeze you out. Probably one or two or few you left of all the tribes, really. You got like Southern Kingdom farmers, you got Northern Kingdom farmers. But what Esau did was scrolls it down to where there's only a couple you left. And then they have and then basically what they did is once the ones that sell their farm, the rich come in and consolidate all them lands, all right, into one fucking property of his, and then he gets the value out of it. And that's if you want to fucking sell what the farm produced. Or you just shut it down, use the land for whatever you want to, whatever its use is. You know what I mean?
The big farmer was saying that the seizure they had to take to raise the chicken was main. Yeah. He didn't want to do it an inhumane job. He just push out that man. You got an opportunity.
Quick preset.
This might run to being careful with peace.
Yeah, I got you. Yep. It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Yeah, so basically, it's better you just put to death than to starve to death. Yeah. Starved to death, that's a slow, painful death. All right, when your body slowly shuts down, you're gonna feel that shit. But you put to death on the spot, this is quick death. All right? Though you may feel it for a moment, but starvation is far way worse. Man, I don't even want to go into the whole process of how your body shut down from starvation. Just know it's painful. Look at them fucking people over in Yemen. You see whole skeletons, man. A lot of them just dying because why? They malnutrition. All right, go ahead.
It says, for these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field.
Yeah, the fucking agriculture is failing over here, especially. All right, even the agriculture that come in through the shipping ports. What happens now when the fucking storehouses become empty? All right, because they shut down agriculture here, then the agriculture come across the shipping ports. That's all been shut down because of the tariffs. So what's next? A fucking famine. You're gonna have inflation first. Where inflation kick in, all right, she's gonna be too goddamn high. People are losing their jobs already. So you can barely fucking eat right now. You know?
Yeah, one more. One more back up. Yeah, it's
and this speaks about that. My shot. Somebody hold that Revelation with his penny barley. This is Revelation 6th chapter.
Yep. Verse 10.
Go to the blue letter to get that buckle shot.
It says, verse 10. The hands of the pitiful women have sought in their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughters of my people.
That's talking about cannibalism. We tell you all the time that cannibalism coming back. Now the first look at cannibalism we've seen, I don't know if you've seen it, was in Venezuela. Yep. And they kept that as a blackout in the news media. But then you had the alternative news sources that actually showed footage. When the inflation got so high, they couldn't afford shit, right? They got tired of standing them long lines, and then that food eventually ran out, like over in America, right? You know, it's like the fucking Feed America food pantries and giveaways, they shutting the fuck down. Yeah. So when the famine happened, guess what? They ain't gonna have nowhere to turn to. What happened to Venezuela? They turned to the zoo animals. They hate the zoo animals, right? The zoo animals is gone. They start eating each other. You know, running around in bands, catching the motherfucker, hit him on top of the head, put his ass. You know what I'm saying? Beat him so bad he can't move. They barely survive and they hang on. And guess what? It's chopping time. Chop your ass up and make a nigga soup out you. Nigga entree. Right? Go ahead. And that's what's gonna happen, man. They think about it, man. And these Edomites, they ready for shit like that. Hey, these Edomites ready to chop up your off his ass with over a bed of rice. Nigga over rice. That shit, you know? Yeah, nigga over rice. Put peppers on the nigga, have his hair on the table while he eats the rest of his flesh. You know, these Edomites weird like that. It's fucking heathen, you know? The Negro.
Yeah, Alex Jones said, I'm gonna eat my neighbors. He said, I heard humans taste like pork anyway.
He admit that shit.
He already choke. And he already consumed blood. consume the blood, you consume the flesh. You know? It was no different. That was wicked. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What that Proverbs said?
Yeah, bring it up, bring it up.
Yes,
Somebody hold that.
This Proverbs 12 and 10. A righteous man regards the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
Yeah, a righteous man, all right, tending to the life of his beast. Like you see these fucking millions of chickens dying. That happened multiple times. Because like the farmer said, it's inhumane how they fucking raise the chickens. You look at these chicken farmers, they all in one closed-in fucking area, which that's wicked as fuck. A chicken's supposed to go out and graze, eat crickets and eat grain, the land and shit. They have the chickens when they fucking just cage all in and get sick. You know what I'm saying? And then they wonder why you get the fucking what's it called, the bird flu, salmonella, all that shit. Look how you fucking. No, finish your point. Look how you fucking raise them.
But then when you wanna have chickens, there's all these goddamn rules.
Right.
You got to be so many square feet for each one. You got to have all the space. You got to have all the space in the world.
Because they know Jacob let they chicken free range like they supposed to. It's in our nature to know how to fucking tend to our flocks. Our forefathers was herdsmen. All right, they tended to look at King David. Yes. he tended to the flocks.
Yeah, you're right. No, they have them lined up in a dark space, pumping all type of biotics in them. They close to shitting, they shitting everywhere. They can't even get away from shitting. They all tied up together. Let's bring more bacteria. This
This is what happens when the wicked bear rule. Like Amalek is something else, bro.
Yeah.
Amalek.
Yeah.
Real quick, Exodus 17:15. Because look, when you look at everything wrong with the world, Amalek behind that shit. Like literally.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Exodus 17, you said 15?
Yeah.
All right. And this is Exodus 17:15. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi.
Yeah, and that word in Hebrew, Messiah, is banner. So you're basically saying Yahweh is my banner. Go ahead.
For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
So the Lord gonna have that war with Amalek forever. But see what happened is when our people fell asleep, we forgot Esau was the enemy. Amalek ain't fucking forgot. Why you think they over there talking about the biggest threat is the so-called young black American? That's because that's who waking up.
Go ahead.
Beautiful. That's exactly what's going on. That's because they don't want the Israelites, the true Israelites to wake up. But it ain't up to them. It's up to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. They couldn't stop the Great Awakening if they fucking went to war with us. The war ain't gonna do away with us. You know, the Lord said that if the moon, the sun, stars seems to be in the orders before him, then when the children of Israel seems to be before him. If you see the sun, moon, stars, that means we're still here. All right, no matter how much Esau come against us. Because at the end of the day, we're going to do villainy through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Okay? What we at? Can you bring it out? Bring it out and go back to the second. This is still got your Jeremiah. Okay. Hold that for a second. Bring it out.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 6, and it reads, And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
Right. Because what they're going to do is go into that food vendor and tell you what, and it's going to take a day's wages, all right, for a meal. A fucking hard day's wages for a meal. Right? Bring it out. Go on.
Yeah, the average person, let's say the average person out here in Indianapolis make about $200 a day, right? You make maybe 20 an hour, work a little overtime. That's how much a measure of wheat gonna be. A fucking measure of wheat. What can you do with a measure of wheat? Make a loaf of bread? Right. So a loaf of bread for $200. That's hyperinflation. Now when you go into you gotta look at the history of shit. When you look at the history, World 1, 2, the prices was changing as they were shopping over there in Europe. Here it is. It's already hyperinflation. You know, they was walking some fucking barrels of cash.
The Weimar Republic.
Oh yeah, the Weimar Republic. Before what was that? Before World War I? Or after World War I?
Because that's what led to to Hitler getting
Yeah,
loose.
yeah. The hyper. Look up penny. What's going? Penny?
Yeah.
The day's wage.
Yep.
Yeah, so the scripture's basically talking about hyperinflation right there, man. And we're experiencing that right now. It's just they're kind of like hiding it.
Yep.
Like the scripture says, victuals shall be so good and cheap, even evil shall multiply enough. Because it's like the prophecy's running together. Like the hyperinflation is running together with that too, because you can still get shit cheap as hell.
Yeah.
You still got Temu, you still got Shein, you still got Aldi's, you still got the Dollar Tree, the dollars,
Amazon,
you still got Amazon.
online shopping for coupons. So yeah, but the brother going to was perfect because, hey, they said they're gonna think they still be in a good case.
I got that right.
You know, bring it
Let's
up.
bring that word out though. We ain't got the word yet.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the word penny in the Greek, denarion. It says Darius containing 10. Denarius.
Which goes back to the Roman currency.
Yeah, that's the next.
Yep, the Roman currency, the denarius, it experienced hyperinflation. All right, to basically crash. All right, because why? They kept on adding weak metals to it, which are less of value. It's the same thing on the U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar, all right, if it was the U.S. dollar, you had gold and silver. Then you had it backed by gold and silver. Then eventually what? It came off the gold, and then eventually the silver standard. Now it's backed by nothing. And ever since then, it's been just hyperinflating every fucking decade, it seemed like. You remember how shit was cheap back then? Like, I remember as a kid, like, I believe the cheapest I remember gas gallon was like 70-some cents a gallon. That's just my lifetime. Brothers out here older than me, they experienced it was cheaper than that.
That's the spirit I had seen a cutting board today. It said 1985. It said local bread was 74 cents. Gas was like $1.09. It's 85. You know what I'm saying? So,
Shit, than that.
But it was,
That's why it was premium.
I'm talking about the early 90s. 75 cents a gallon. That's why Jenkins put like fives in their tank and ran all fucking week.
yeah.
Well, half of it.
Yeah, $5 to be gas money than gas money no more.
And that was plenty.
Yeah.
That was plenty back then. Now gas is $3-something fucking gallon. It bounces from what, $3? It may go into $3 about what, $2.85. But it's always fluctuating even throughout the day. It could be $2.85 in the morning, but then it could be $3.30 in the fucking afternoon. That's inflation what the brother's talking about. All right? More than that.
Yeah, this denarius. It says a Roman silver coin in New Testament time. It took its name from being equal to 10 asses, a number after 217 BC, increased to 16. It was the principal silver coin of the Roman Empire. From the parable of the
You
laborers.
get 10 donkeys with that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's the true value. That's how it used to be with let's say you had $10 X amount of years ago. Brother was naming what you can do with it. See? Go ahead.
It says, from the parable of the laborers in the vineyard, it would seem that a denarius was then the ordinary pay for a day's wages.
Yep. That was the point.
Even back in the day, when you went to the grocery, I mean, we went to the grocery store when we were little. You know, mama spent $100. I used to walk out with like 10 bags. You know, you had hella stuff. You spent $100, you got maybe 2 bags. Going out to go to the store now.
You could buy candy for a penny.
Yeah, kind
You get with go on with $1 and have a bag full of candy.
You don't even know what penny candy is.
100 pieces for $1.
Yeah, because things are not getting more expensive. It's just the dollar is getting weaker. The dollar is losing value. The same thing with the Romans when they were like the brothers going into when they would chip off the And you know who did that shit? Amalek.
Yeah.
That's why they got kicked out of England in like 1290 or something. They was doing it. Look, like Eustace Muller said, these people ain't particularly smart. Right. They just got a playbook that they just keep fucking running. They was fucking clipping shit That's why they got kicked out of England. Fucking clipping, and then they'll put all the clippers together, and then turn that into a coin, and put that back in circulation. So you got more money in circulation, but it's less value.
And
Go ahead, bro.
And in today's time, they call that shrinkflation.
Right. Or you know what it is? Fractional reserve banking.
That's because the shrinkflation more so, you pay the same price for this drink, but they cut down the ounces of it.
But it's shrinkflation to the money.
Right.
I know, like you get they had a bag of chips, was so big, and you used to have a lot, back in the days. But then you get that same bag and they puff it up with more air, and then when you open it up, it's like pretty much a few handfuls.
You gotta look at the net weight, right? Like you look at the bottom, and you're like, oh, tried to get me.
You still want that second Ezra? This second Ezra 16-21, it says, "Behold, victuals, I'm trying to say it right.
It's actually, the C is actually silent.
That's right, victuals.
This is
right?
double language.
Yeah. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap.
Yeah, victuals is everything too. That's why I went on Amazon. I bought a part, my radiator. If I go into AutoZone or some shit, it's $230. I got it off Amazon for $80.
Right.
So victuals is everything, supplies, food. But like I said earlier, they both running together. You got hyperinflation, but you also got shit cheap too.
Yeah, and that's a good point too, because even in famine, your other materials and shit you need to do through life, not just food and water.
Exactly.
Lack of resources, right?
Yeah, it just means goods in general.
Yeah. And it says, "Victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case, and even then,
Everything okay. It'll get better. Like I was talking this driver came up, he was getting his load of shit. He just happened to start talking about the economy and shit. He was like, yeah, we're gonna back on track. The economy's gonna bounce back. I was like, are you sure about that? No. I said, it ain't never been this bad where you see where it's like inflation is steadily rising and there ain't nothing to draw it back. Because if I think right? Like your brother said, though some things be cheap, other shit is high.
Yeah, like rent.
Yeah.
How about that?
You got the same fucking problem, and nothing changed about it. You went from like the pandemic got paying rent like $500, that shit like $700 now, $800. Same area, same. The land ain't ain't gained no value. But yet they done raised the price you pay for rent. Go ahead.
and it says,
Even now, man, some things are high. This NJ Pound, this should stop to go traffic. It's a little traffic, but this is the championship match. People should be walking down here arm in arm. 5 years ago, when Veronica came, but you couldn't move downtown, bro. Let's remember the Lord is taking the money.
it says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth.
Even then, shall evils grow upon earth. Because the people you got people that can afford to buy or have means to buy. People that don't have means but can't afford to buy. Right? It's gonna be an evil time for people that can't afford or have means to buy. That's where the fucking invading with another gonna come in there. I can't get it. I got this fucking so and so assault rifle. I know so and so right here got it. Let me go take his shit or her shit.
Right.
That's coming. Like the purpose said, one purpose said, he said, look, they're gonna target us. We gotta be prepared. We gotta stand by. Because why? They gotta try to keep the rest of the main population off their ass. They got all the main goods. Almost all the goods in the city dry up. The real living people, country living people, they got goods. They got sustainability out there. As far as with food and things like that. Survival things. Water, you got well water out there.
A lot of them preppers and stuff, they have a big big crazy tanks that have been collecting rainwater this whole time. You know,
Yeah, it's the way you harvest that rainwater. You don't gotta do all extra shit to it. Like you normally do, like you see like if you ever worked with water before, how the city, how they treat water is fucking wicked. Put all kind of chemicals and things in that, rat poison, fluoride.
Nuts.
Yeah, $10 is nuts. No, but you know, for rainwater, spring water, all right, and well water, you don't have to add nothing to it. All right, this is just a simple filtration process. You can filter that shit with just a normal cloth, with multiple layers of cloth. You put activated charcoal in it, kill the little shit you can't catch, microorganisms. Go ahead. Wheat grass, lemongrass. It's multiple things that purify water or cleanse the water. But if you don't know to search them things out, you ain't gonna fucking know. Most of the chicks don't fucking know about it. You give them some well water and fucking city water, they'll choose the city water over well water. Go ahead, huh?
And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
So all you preppers, it's not gonna get your ass.
Yep.
What is grab that scripture and say the pestilence within and the sword without? Because these cities gonna be through.
Yeah.
You know, them people from down south, and city folk, they talk about people from down south. You got chickens and shit. Oh, you country, huh? Yes, nigga. I got free food. Especially a chicken. You get all that protein and vitamins and shit for a little bit of nothing. Go ahead, bro.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32.
No, this should be another one.
There's a bit more of that.
Read it anyway.
God, it says, verse 24 says,
grab Ezekiel 7 and 15. But matter of fact, go to 14. Start at 14.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 14, and it reads, they have blown the trumpet, even to make...
Start over. Restart over.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, again at verse 14, it reads, they have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none go up to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
Right, the trumpet is a warning sign. We blowing the trumpet.
Right.
The scripture in 2nd Ezra, 16, it says, make thy way to the battle. Right? Around 2nd Ezra, matter of fact, grab that real quick. 2nd Ezra 16, 63 and 64 or something like that. Rick, start back.
Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 14. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none go up to battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
Yeah, the Lord's wrath is upon this place, man. Go ahead.
Verse 15.
Hey, look, when the Lord bless you, the land is prosperous. The land ain't prosperous. The Lord's wrath is upon this place, right? What did it say? O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. So yeah, a lot of this shit is constructed by Esau, even the so-called white man, right? But the Lord is manipulating. The deceiver and the deceived are his. Go ahead. Look, the Lord didn't just create the earth and fucking go on vacation, right? He manipulate what happens on this planet, man. He manipulate what go on. Go ahead.
Verse 15. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within.
Yeah, within the cities. Why you motherfuckers tighten up? What you think happened if the sewage stopped working? Out here in the city. Ain't no fresh air like that. You barely get any sunlight, all these fucking buildings. And don't live in the project. You might have one tree to climb. So ain't no trees like that. So you just a whole bunch of people stacked on top of each other. That's pestilence. Then the sword is without. You think you gonna get you a little money? You gonna live in a suburb? I'm gonna live on the outskirts of the city, because that's what you do when you get money, right?
Yep.
Because in the city, even if you have a house in the city, it's still too goddamn close to the next house.
Yes,
You can reach out and grab some sugar from your neighbor and shit.
Right.
That's how close the houses are. But then you get a little space, might get you a little quarter acre, half an acre maybe even more on the outskirts of the city. Oh, well, your ass, he start gonna mow your ass down. Yeah, we got a sword for your ass. You hoarding up all these goods. They tracking them goods. They know what the hell you got.
Right.
Go ahead.
They see you buying them seeds and, and all the garden tools.
And they put limitations on it too. You only can buy so many. You gotta buy your shit. From don't go to the main sources of shit.
Right.
You gotta go to alternative. You gotta shop alternatively. Go ahead.
He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
Yeah, because the city, the brothers were going to that earlier. Them storehouses gonna be empty. All right. Whether you got the grocery stores, but then you got the spaces that supply the grocery stores.
Yep.
And they all on the different little outskirts and shit too.
Yep. Huh.
The different little
Small
distribution centers, cold storage. You working in that bitch, you cold. Because that shit it preserves the shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Second Ezra 16, make thy way to the battle.
I was on the last some stuff. I thought someone said they got it.
Oh, this is pitiful.
16 and I'm in 16.
It should be like 64, 63.
64. Oh, no, I can start at 64. It says Isaiah, 2nd Ezra 16 and 64. Therefore have the
Matter
Lord...
of fact, start at 38.
Verse 38,
37.
Behold, the Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai himself is the judge.
That's 37?
It's 67.
No, 37. 37.
37. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As a
Matter of
woman,
fact, I'm sorry. Start at 35.
verse 35. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord.
See, this for the servants of the Lord. See, all you other people, this message can fall on deaf ears. It don't fucking matter. This for the servants of the Lord to hear.
Watch his ass up.
Go ahead.
Behold, the word of Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, proceeded. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child is in the 9th month bringeth forth her son. Within 2 or 3 hours of birth, great pains compass her womb.
Yeah, so it says the plagues lack not, right? And the plagues represents what? Epidemic of whatever, famine, pestilence, all right? We're going into the different race wars, right? Uproars of the people. These plagues are causing fucking people to feel, all right, the Lord's wrath, man, because it's upon the people, man. And it ain't even turned up all the way yet. All right? Even if it's orchestrated or set up, all right, like Brothers 1 and 2, it's set up by the left end, all right, the Edomites, still the Lord's with that. Because that's prophecy.
Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack.
So the plagues be slack. And it's going to be a global thing, by the way. It's not just here in Babylon. Like the MOTV. When the MOTV come out, it's going to be time of testing for everybody in the middle of the earth. Okay? Go ahead.
Yep. To come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side.
Yeah, because just like our Lord prophesied in Matthew 24, he said what? All these are beginning of sorrows. He mentioned some of the same things, all right, like the plagues that we will experience on this this earth, he mentioned those things, saying all these are beginning of sorrows. So people are experiencing the beginning of sorrows right now. And he mentioned things I just named. Famine, pestilences, wars, rumors of wars. All right, nation rises against nation. Okay? Go ahead.
O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Right. That's how somebody's going to be, man. Then the Lord got to be like pilgrims, man. It's out here surviving. And the Lord going to have us all right this day. Because God says in Isaiah 65 that the Lord is searching for us to eat and drink. Right? So the Lord going to provide and make a way for us. And all these evils are going on. All right? Go ahead.
He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away.
Hey, fucking stores closing down. How many stores you see closing down? Downtown areas, prime locations, malls closing down. The whole. My man, up in the comments, he bring it out too. Different corporations, Walmart closing down, Sears closing down, J.C. Penney closing down, Foot Locker. All these different stores closing down. The merchandise are becoming Go ahead.
And he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth.
Somebody can take this shit. Okay, go ahead.
He that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit by it. And he that buildeth.
The looting. A lot of looting going on. Some little YNs looking at the goddamn windows, putting all the goods off the shelves and shit. Go ahead.
And he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth.
You got people building homes right now too. Yep. Wealthy. People got a little wealth, they building homes. They hope that this recession will end, go back to so-called normal life.
Like Tyler was going throughout the suburbs, we saw building all type of apartment complexes, different big sun trucks they work from Jake.
Esau be building, boy. Esau be building.
They is building. There's construction everywhere you go. Esau building.
Lebanon.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And also, too,
New townhouses out there.
read that part again.
But look, they could, a lot of stuff, what they doing, they could be restructuring things for, you know, what they want to do for their new world order, you know.
15-minute cities.
15-minute cities and shit like that, you know, or put the readers under the, you know, on the highways and shit like that. They know when you're on the highways. Because hell, they've been doing construction now, crazy ass construction for the last 15 years. Everywhere you go.
Yep.
Even when you ride from here to Gary,
Yep.
right, bro, they was doing that shit. I don't know how goddamn long, man.
Right, that as soon as you get to Lafayette,
Then it's cameras on the highways. Then there's another camera system, I forgot the name of it. You know the cameras that sit in the parking lot?
Oh, the security?
Yeah. If that camera pick you up and you go to another state, they can pick you up and they can bring up information on all the other states, any other place where you traveled at.
Man.
so these motherfuckers, dog, they got some shit. Them cameras ain't just there for security. They're tracking everything and everybody. So when they pick up your license plates, right, in another, let's say in another 3 states over, they can be like, oh yeah, he was just in Indiana, you know, a couple days ago, this and that, such and such.
Yeah, now he's in Pennsylvania.
And he got a pack of chicken wings. So, you know.
Yeah. Hey, your card, your debit cards are linked to your name. You know. Hey, your debit cards are linked to your name. So every time you swipe, every time you order something off the internet, the government knows everything you buy. You know, nobody really carries cash anymore. You know. So when you swipe that card, you shop with it online. It's in Google Wallets.
So look, it's kind of hard to get off the grid. If you got a phone, all right, or you driving somewhere, man, it's kind of hard. He done made it that you can't even really get off the grid because the camera's gonna track you. or the last city he went through, such and such, he got off this ramp. So it's pretty much he probably in that area. You know, you will have to go straight up in the goddamn woods. And yeah, they'll find you in there. They'll send a drone in there.
Right.
You know?
Heat signatures. And shit.
Yeah. Helicopters, drones. They got something called what? Heat-seeking missiles.
Yep.
You know, where pick up your fucking body temperature or you know whatever's warm over there.
Yeah. Hey, they got drones that got like super hearing, to where if you crack a twig, that motherfucker right on your ass.
Hey, but look, what scripture is that though? Daniel. Knowledge shall increase. Get that, yeah.
Hey, you shuffle some rocks, or you crack a twig, or you swipe by some trees. You know, the drone can pick up sounds at a higher frequency than us.
Yeah, but all this is part of his beast system, him ruling the people, you know, or him trying to be like the Most High. What did he say? I will be like the Most High. I sit up in the temple, grab that too. Also grab what's that? It's in the book of Sirach. It says the Lord governeth the world in the palm of his hand.
I got it.
He wants to do that. He wants to be Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He want to be able to see everything. He want to hear you fuck, right? He want to tag your kids. You want to tag your dog. He in the ocean. He tagging whales. He tagging eagles.
Yeah.
Dude is tagging everything. He's chipping everything,
Yeah,
bro.
Tasmanian devils.
Yeah.
They travel so far of a distance in a day. Like, yeah, you got microchips on every goddamn thing. You know?
And so people they have no idea how far this devil technology goes. They have no fucking idea, bro. And that's just what we got. or what the fuck we know, you know? We don't got all that, you know? Go ahead.
Hey, I'll go ask too, to your point, if I may, the cameras in the neighborhoods too, those black ones. Residential street, those black cameras.
Yeah.
You got the radar readers and speed and all that shit.
Like I said, you got the phones, you got the tablets, you got the what else? The watches. Right? No, this motherfucker, he know how you breathe at night. If you wear the watch, you know your heart rate.
It's hard, yeah. They held it at the grocery store. Jake, you ever notice that solar panel with each light at the grocery store?
Yeah.
They tracking you with it every time you go
The what?
to the grocery. You go to the grocery store, you see that little white
That's
box?
what I was just talking about.
Oh, yeah,
That's the first thing I brought up.
I know that's what you're talking about.
It ain't a solar panel, that's a camera. It's a tracking device. I was telling you, it can pick you up in this state, and then you go to another state, and they get the information. He was just in Indiana. You be like, it takes all your information. Well, he was just here. Yeah, well, guess what? You in Ohio now. Guess what? They gonna get all your information to them.
Yeah.
Then you got the with the digital ID stuff too attached.
Yeah.
Farm thing too. I would ping this phone in the woods, this many feet in the woods. You still got your phone on you. They can locate you right there. It's a precise location.
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
You see, knowledge should be increased, right? So, but at the end of it's really the Most High's technology, right? Because the Lord gave him that wisdom, you know. But that's so what so he can fulfill prophecy, you know, do the things what he's trying to do. The Lord speaks about bringing down his enterprise. Look that you read the book of Job.
Yeah.
Job 5:12. Hold that too, you know, because all these things he's doing, it won't come to fruition, you know. The Lord is going to bring it to naught. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to bring it to naught, man.
Right.
You know. Go ahead.
I was on that. I got the Isaiah. This book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars.
Yeah, I will
of the
ascend
Most
to
High.
heaven. The space program, right? You got these dudes. He show you the pride of Esau, right? Where it says the pride of thy heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. This dude, Elon Musk, really think he can get to Mars. This motherfucker is crazy, man. Oh yeah, we're trying to get to Mars. And you keep shooting these goddamn rockets up, man. Dude, you ain't gonna never get up there, bro. You ain't gonna never get up there. I don't care. Just a goddamn Edomite who the Lord, using on the left-hand side, man, He's a high-level Edomite too, man. High-level witch, man. Go ahead.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
See, I will be like the Most High, right? He got the drones, he got the airplanes, right? He got the satellites, right? He wanna look down from the heavens on you, He wanna see everything. He wanna study all the animals. Hey, even though we like those documentaries, but you're like, well, damn, he just set a camera up or something up and just watch the animals all day.
Yep.
So Esau, he gets to enjoy the earth, man. He actually gets to see creation. Man, he envies the Most High, bro. He hates the Most High. That's why he always try to make a fake image of it. Go ahead.
Okay. Shalom.
Go ahead, bring it up.
God, this is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there are coming and falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Right, and that's what we are revealing in these last days, the man of sin.
Yep.
All right. The enemy, the one that actually hate the Most High. He hate the Most High. He hate the Most High's creation.
That's right, brother.
Anything that has life in it. Hold on, what's that? Grab that in John. It says the spirit of the Antichrist, right? All right, he has the spirit of the Antichrist. He's anti-Messiah. He's anti-Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Because he want to make his version of what? Everything, or in his image, Like it says, how can a clean thing come out of what? An unclean thing. So he's making everything in his image, but he's making a fucking unclean image of everything. A seedless avocado,
That's wicked.
or the goddamn Letterman jacket people, right? Because it is Pride Month, right?
Let it go.
In the wicked, twisted image of his, bro. This is the way he think life is supposed to be. Go ahead. Who got that?
This 1 John chapter 4, verse 3. And every spirit that confesseth not that Yahweh Shai Mashiach has come in the flesh is not of Yahweh. And this is the spirit of the Antichrist.
Read it again.
This is 1 John 4:3. Every spirit that confesseth not that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is come in the flesh is not of Yahweh.
Right. It's not of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. In other words, what? He will be teaching people about what Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Right. He don't got to actually say the Lord actually came. But by his ways, man. All right? The way this devil speak, his pride, man. He don't got to say there's no God, even though the scriptures say, well, who have said in his heart, there is no God. But that's why he got, what you call that, evolution and shit like that, That's anti-Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, that's anti-life. Yahushai said, he said, well, I am the what? The truth, the light, Go ahead.
It says, and this is the spirit of the Antichrist, Wherefore you have heard that it should
Right,
come.
right.
and
So,
even now.
anybody that actually follow his agenda, right, or the things that this devil speaks, you're a part of what? Being anti-Yahweh Shai.
That's right, bro.
You know? Go ahead. That's why it says in the book of Revelation, it says what? They wonder at the beast. Everybody is following. Oh man, be like the so-called white man. You know, wear a suit. You know, be a liar. Be a sodomite. You know, do what thou wilt. You know, do what feels good. There's no God. There's no punishment for that. Go to college, join the military, and so on. Go ahead.
It says that you have heard it should come, even now already. It is in the world.
See, it is in the world, right? So when you dealing with his school system, his military, right? That's why they got the Satan temples now, right? They got them in the military. They got them in the cities. You know, they got the Letterman jacket people reading their little babies. You know, that's anti-Yahweh Shai. You know, and it's constantly pushed on the masses. You know, to go ahead.
I'm gonna come read verse 4.
But they're packaging it up as it, being a good thing or love, right? But what does the scripture say? Hold that real. It says, "Him that seeketh love, what covereth what a transgression." Somebody grab that real quick, because they package it up in love.
Yeah.
Love, love, love.
Go
ahead.
Because even with I'm gonna call him T. When T got in office, he was saying the Lord made men and women. All right, and he set laws to equivalent them.
Yeah.
They made him out to be a hate, as hatred, and not love for the people.
Well, really, that's hate. If you're telling somebody to cut off their genitals and to beat us, that's hateful as hell.
Yeah.
You're telling somebody to literally destroy themselves, kill them. What the Most High intended you to be.
Right.
The Lord intended you to be a woman. You're supposed to be a woman.
That's right.
The Lord intended you to be a man. You're supposed to be a man. He didn't say, cut off your dick and make it out of a pussy. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Hey, if a man that's wounded in the stones can't make it into the kingdom.
And then
Get out of my head.
And then once they do all this, right? What happened? They want to commit suicide. You know? Oh man, this can't be like now they unhappy. You cut your balls off, right? And some doctor, whatever, he might have ate him or something. Shit. Who knows, bro? Something satanic as hell. You know? They probably take your balls and sell them some goddamn well, man. Sell them to the Chinese or something. Who knows? Put it in some cookies. He's all right. You just never know with this stuff, right? So now you sitting around, you eating balls.
That's real. Even with the Red Bull, they didn't know they were actually using actual bull semen in the drink. They actually came out. You know, the devil can do anything. Go ahead.
Got that.
Are you finished out great?
That covers transgression.
Go ahead.
God, it's Proverbs 17:9. He that covereth a transgression seeketh love.
See, seek of love. That's why I say he packages everything in love.
Yeah.
Love. Love. No, man, he's covering that's transgression. The things that he push on you, man. Like I say, he packages it all in love, man. But it's written, and because the scripture says, love not the world. That's of the world. That's the love that's of the world, which really is hate. That's real hate. And they call us a hate group, but they're really the hate group. Because they're going against Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
So who's the real hate group? Go ahead, man.
But he that repeateth a matter separated very, very.
Oh, but that was into that, but
that was the point, yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Back in 1 John chapter 4, verse 4. It says, ye are of Yahweh little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world. See? And the world hears them. It says, we are of Yahweh.
You see that? The world will hear of them. Right? This society is the world.
Yep.
Right? So they hear the so-called white man. When they hear our message out, man, them niggas don't know what they talking about. All that black, what they call it, black Hebrew Israelite shit. You know? Man, a coat. But you listen to somebody that's telling you, chop off your balls.
Yep.
Right.
Right? Or trying to make pedophilia legal. You know?
Man, boy, law.
Or selling you a damn dream. Every nigga in the hood want to be a goddamn basketball, football star, man.
Or a rapper.
Or a rapper. Right? They got Sexy Red propped up somewhere to your kids.
Yeah, you got straight retarded niggas doing rap battles.
Yeah.
Hey, you got chicks with no legs twerking.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Because, like you said, retarded. Hip hop was supposed to be a thing of intelligence.
Yeah.
You know, hip hop wasn't. They dumbed it down.
Yeah.
They ain't even a thing of intelligence no more. It's like who can be the dumbest nigga. You know, who can say the most vulgar, illest stuff. It don't even the stuff that you listen to. It don't take an ounce of intelligence to put it together. You know.
Yeah.
To your point, Glorilla, she just won the BET Gospel.
Yeah, gospel. Yeah, she got. Well, I'd say this is the most worst gospel song I ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
The worst gospel song I ever heard in my life. Her country bunking ass.
Yeah.
What is she doing? She's sitting around chopping on the nose.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Back to what? That image. Right? They done slutted her out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So these people are through, bro. There's no hope for these. You, man, bro. Like the Lord said, if it wasn't for the remnant, we was Sodom and Gomorrah. You know? Because if it was left to any of these other people, we'd just be fucked up out here, bro.
Yeah.
Wasn't that her that said she like for people to ejaculate in her food before she eat it?
Oh, yeah.
French fries.
Yeah.
French,
She said a salad too.
like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
You dumb hoe.
Where's the go? Go ahead, man.
Verse 6, back to 1 John 4:6.
See, but this is the shit we got to deal with
That's right.
in this world, man. We got to deal with these retarded ass people, man. All these people retarded, man. They slow. All right, they slow. All of them.
Yep.
Go ahead. I don't care how much college degrees they done went to, and all. These people are retarded, bro.
Right, bro.
Because they wicked. If you're willing to sin and go against the Creator, man, Yahweh about you're retarded, bro. All right? Because what does the scripture say? The wisdom of this world come of what? Foolishness. But it says what? It can come up to naught.
Oh, yeah.
Paul said, where's the scribe?
Right.
Where's the where's
Disputer of this world.
Where's the disputer of this world? That wisdom is not. Then it says the knowledge of wickedness is what? The wisdom of wickedness is not knowledge, or something like that. You see? So you got to be a. That's dumb.
Yep.
Who created that? I couldn't just make a motorcycle silent. I know you can make a more silent motorcycle. You see?
Yeah, but everybody's a goddamn attention seeker. Oh, look at me. My bike is loud.
Go ahead, man.
It says, we are of Yahweh. He that knoweth Yahweh feareth us. He that is not of Yahweh feareth not us.
Right. So they what Chris Tucker say? You understand the words that's coming out of my mouth? No, they don't, man. They don't understand nothing. These people are fucking idiots, bro. And we're forced to be amongst these people. We're here. We're stuck. The Lord got us here. You know, like He made us a sign. You know, like we read the book of Ezekiel. He told Ezekiel, "Look, move this in front of the house of Israel." You know, you're gonna be assigned to those people. We are assigned to these people destruction to their death.
Right.
You know, they don't even know it until they actually, you know, under that. You know, they got to deal with that.
Precept.
That's why the scripture say, then say you know a prophet was among you.
That's right.
Right? And now you seeing it now, right? Look at the stuff that's happening in the world.
Yep.
Look at all this stuff, man. Shit. I'm like one day you be like, man, maybe I should quit my job. At this rate,
Right.
shit, they but you know, we unite.
Right.
Israel just bombed Iran. Shit.
And just struck them back too.
Yeah, and they struggle. Wait a minute. What's going on here?
Right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Now we just gotta wait, you know, for them to introduce that beast system.
Yeah,
You know?
let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
And all
go.
these other militaries that get involved, man.
If I could just get to my
Posted
weapons.
early, y'all. I posted early, boy. Because
Inside joke.
soon they bombed Iran, and they was on high alert the whole time. And then Iran, they prolonged all the way into the night watch.
Uh-huh.
So they hit them like, of course, they wasn't paying attention.
Right. We're going here. What was y'all holding?
I still got to finish that.
Hey,
Thessalonians.
those.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say those so-called Jews are real proud, bro. They use their pride against them because after a while it's like, yeah, who would bomb us? We're a powerful nation. They're like after a while you don't get no answer, you know. Then that pride start rising up, you know. So they stopped worrying. They gave them time to stop worrying. Like yeah, they're not crazy. They're not gonna bomb us. You know, and then wait till everything went down, and then boom, 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 and then, you know, start striking your ass. So hey, the least of them is drawing them out, man. Hey, just like the scripture said it, man. And who been saying it?
Yeah, see? See? We're going here, bro.
This is back to 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 4. Who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High.
Right. So he'll exalt himself above everything. Like he gonna figure out this. Like the football players don't even play on real grass no more.
Yeah,
This nigga done made turf grass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything this dude do, like, oh yeah, we gonna make fake grass, right? We gonna make and figure out how to make fake water. And they selling it. What's the name of that goddamn
Dissension.
water? Dissension, yeah. You see?
Look at it, Mark.
Water is a thing of life, you know? We gonna make fake water. How, bro? This is what we dealing with. Go ahead.
Or that is worship.
Or that is worship. Right? And you know you're supposed to worship Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
So he's like, look, I'm above Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? Maybe if I just killed him and all, I become this. You gotta get to the end of the wicked. Maybe if I kill everybody or kill all the Israelites, maybe I'll be the Most High. Maybe I'll become his children. You know? But no, you the children of the devil.
That's right.
You know? The Lord said he gonna destroy the wicked. He gonna pluck up the wicked. You know? So there's no hope for you. You know? Go ahead.
It's like the Most High said, well, there's no end to a people. He says, that's the second.
Oh, that's why we gotta get out of it. This devil was trying to figure out how to block out the sun.
God.
He's doing some old crazy, whacked out stuff, man. Out of all the years we've been on, who ever thought you was gonna actually hear somebody talk about, yeah, I'm gonna block out the sun.
Yeah, the children of darkness.
Yeah,
The darkness can't comprehend light.
I'm gonna block out the sun. And actually has a plan for it. This is crazy
Nigga,
shit.
what kind of
bro.
nigga is this?
We living in some real sci-fi shit.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, you're gonna build robots. You got robots. That's another thing, you see. So he want to get rid of humans and bring robots, and that's why I say he's totally against Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know. Then he gonna turn your ass to a robot. Oh, you got a kidney? Look, I got a robotic kidney.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, that's crazy. I was watching that movie, The Repo Man, with what's my man? My man with the crooked eye.
No. Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker, yeah, the repo man. They was giving people them organs, and then the people couldn't afford to pay for it. They'd come snatch the organ back out of their body and seal it up with this gel, and the niggas just start coughing up blood, die.
I forgot what type of diabetes it is, but you got some people they're so fucked up, you know, they diabetes, they actually got a machine hooked up to their pancreas, and it pumps the shit into you. So basically you like a goddamn robot. You got a goddamn piece of a machine on you, pumping in goddamn insulin and shit, man.
It's type 1. It's type 1. It's born
yeah.
with it. So they can have a machine, they're not born with it. If they're not born, they can actually work it. Put a machine on them. Type 2, get rid of it. Because when the pancreas just totally fell out, they put a machine on you too.
Yeah.
So you can put both of them. That's 2 you can get rid of. By just fixing your daily diet and exercise.
Yeah, the one, your shit just not working at all. You fucked. Yeah, so he done put a damn machine on you, man. You know? But yeah, like I said, they gonna figure out some shit. They gonna give you a goddamn robotic pancreas. You know? And that's how they gonna fix you. Right? That's why the scriptures goes into what? Those false miracles. You see?
Hey, they say, hey, the Lord is amping shit up, man. So like, I don't mean to change the subject, but I look at my phone and it said meteorologists are quitting because they said hurricane season is going to be so bad they don't want to cover it.
No, that goes right on here because a lot of the hurricanes, they making them.
Yeah.
Right.
See?
Fucking with the weather.
Saying, I am God.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
So he's really fucking up shit.
Yep.
That's why the weather all wacky.
Yep. Hey, they got these machines that when it's hot outside, the machines pump cool air under the hot air, and it causes storms, man. Like they got documentaries of that on YouTube. These big ass machines that pump cold air into the, you know, when hot air and cold air mix or a cool front comes in when it's hot, that creates real bad storms. So this,
or that the Arctic blast shit.
Yeah.
Being in winter. So go ahead.
Yeah. No, they creating. They I got a machine that blows cool air under into the hot air, and it creates storms, man. You know.
Yeah.
But go ahead, bro.
Because growing up, I don't remember none of them terms. Yeah, we have the Arctic blast and some shit. It be warm as hell. And this cold shit just come and drop everything to goddamn -2. And it was just 60 degrees.
Yeah.
And then once the blast is gone, it jump back up to 40, 50 degrees.
Right.
That's not regular. We didn't grow up on that. We didn't grow up on that kind of shit, man. We had regular weather. Summer, fall, winter, spring. Now you don't know if the summer is actually summer, or if the spring is summer, or if the fall is summer. You know. Yeah, a couple years ago we had summer drag all the way to goddamn the end of November.
Yeah.
A couple years ago.
Yep.
There was shit still in my garden growing. All the way to November. Tomatoes and shit.
I hate this place, bro.
This place is wicked as hell, man. And cause then you like, no, well, it's gonna be over, you know, but you like, well shit, you might as well, you know, might as well leave it there.
Yeah.
But go ahead, man.
In San Francisco, I seen a video a few years ago. It was raining on one side of the street and it wasn't raining on the other.
But it's kind of like normal.
That's crazy.
That's kind of like normal. But still, he'll send a fake cloud with rain, right?
Yeah.
That could have been a fake cloud.
Yeah.
This nigga got fake clouds, man.
Yeah.
Yep. You was talking about it, trying to blot out
The one, what was that? There was a picture, a video down there in the Middle East, but the air dude had the damn cloud.
Yeah.
Playing with it. The motherfucker, I ain't never seen the cloud fall out the sky.
Right.
All these shit is unheard of. Motherfucker playing with a cloud.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, on the side of the road.
Yeah, on the side of the road, dude playing with a cloud. A piece of a cloud. or whatever the hell you want to call it, is supposed to be a cloud. Probably some shit that give you cancer in the long run. He probably dead now. But go ahead, man. For real.
This is back to 2 Thessalonians 2, halfway through. It says, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
Hey, he said, this motherfucker, man, then stole the Lord's identity.
Yeah.
He always making commercials about identity theft. You done stole everybody's fucking identity.
Everybody. They don't care.
All history, his history is sitting in a cave somewhere picking bugs out his ass, eating them, and then you look up and this motherfucker is, he just every man. He's the last samurai.
Yeah, but they go. So what's that? These people, man.
So the Jacob been on all of them.
Yeah.
Lead charge.
What you say, the Lord? What you say? Lift the back out the dung hill, take the bases of men. Lord, rule up in the kingdom of men. The Lord can take the lowest of low and sit him on the throne, bro. Give him power. Showing you, like the man said, he was in a cave, eating bugs, eating out his dead loved one's skulls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wearing their clothes today was literally deteriorated. And this is the motherfucker that's ruling the earth.
Yeah.
This is the motherfucker that's ruling. The Most High gave him all of this.
Or eating lice soup.
Wow, Jay.
Yeah.
But that's what we dealing with. That's what we stuck here with, man. So somebody that's really meant to be a peasant is ruling. So he's gonna do peasant things. He's not gonna do royal things, righteous things. Like how you looked at Esau's artwork or the way he built things now. He built things like it's not even like really creative.
Abstract.
Yeah. He take a banana, tape it on the wall, and call it art.
Yeah. Hey, now these motherfuckers is hanging up. They're hanging up cans of paint, off a rope and stab a hole in the bottom of it and spin it around the room.
Yeah.
And then what comes out of it is art. Is a masterpiece.
This is a masterpiece.
Like you just wasteful fucker you.
This is $2,000.
Yeah. This shit is at some art exhibit, and then you got all these thin nosed crackers crying over the shit. It's beautiful.
But there's chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Not even half.
No, you good.
Hey, not even half the bucket of paint got on the art. It's got in some room where he got plastic because he got money to buy all this shit. He got plastic. He's just wasteful. He got plastic all in the room, and he's just spinning buckets of paint around, and that's art. I remember when art, you used to have to make every stroke by hand.
You tie some shit to a rope
Yeah.
and swing it.
You remember that movie, Cop and a Half? You might remember that movie? Dude on there, he was swinging his body and smacking himself against the paint, against the wall. Reset.
But go ahead. What else was we holding?
Ecclesiastes is 5.
Go ahead, grab it real quick. Go ahead.
It's like Ecclesiastes chapter 18, verse 2. It says, it reads, the Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he. Who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his
Right,
will.
so that's what Esau want to do. He want to govern the world with the palm of his hand. He want everything to obey his will. That's what Esau want to fulfill that. That's why he got the drones and the robots and the chips, and the internet and all these different things, man. So he can control everything, He want to be like you just read. He want to be like the Most High, And he knows that because, like, going back to the animal documentaries, right? He look at certain animals, he be like, man, damn. That's why some of the scientists come out and be like, hey man, it gotta be a Most High. Because I forgot the name of it. It's one bird, right? Soon as the bird is born, it know to fly to a certain area. And it has just enough energy or water. I forgot the name, it's a documentary. But it's called Creatures That Defy Evolution. But this bird is born and it knows to fly to this certain area, right? And it's just born.
Damn.
But it knows, soon as it's born, it knows to fly to that area and meet with the other birds. No mother, no father, but it knows that. Yeah. Go ahead, brother. Get ahead.
Job 12 and verse 9, starting at verse 9. Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord has wrought this, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind?
Could you read that over again, brother? So have a good shot.
It says, well, I'll start up. Job 12, starting at verse 7. But ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee. And the
Oh, that's
fowls,
beautiful. Ask now the bees, they shall teach thee. Right? When you go into Wisdom of Solomon, he talks about the animals and and basically how the world is run. The circuits of the water, how the rivers pour into each other, you know. Solomon knew a lot of stuff, man. So really, a lot of this understanding, Esau is just getting it, you know. But that was understanding Solomon had before Esau, you know. When you go into it, you know, that's really old knowledge. You know, some of this stuff is old knowledge, man. Go ahead.
Just to add to your point, knowing that that was Yahweh Shah reincarnation.
Right.
Yahweh Shah to create, you know, the heavens and earth and everything that's within.
Now tell me, how would he know those things?
Right.
You know?
Instead of Proverbs 8, 7 to 8, where it says, before, let me grab it real quick about the show.
And that was so Solomon knew without technology. Showing you this devil is really on a low level. The Lord just you know, put him up there.
Proverbs 8, and starting at verse 22, it says, the Lord, and this is the words of Solomon, King Solomon that is, the Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, wherever the earth was. When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains abounding with water, before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth. It just goes with the elder.
Yeah. Go to Wisdom of Solomon. What is that? 7. Wisdom of Solomon 7, and
I got you.
you can start from 14,
Wisdom of Solomon 7.
or you can start from 13.
Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 13. I learned diligently.
Yeah, because Esau stole a lot of this knowledge, man. Right? Like him going to the Aztec calendar and all that stuff, man, and going into the stars and woo. He learned a lot of that stuff from Jake, man. Or he stole it from Jake. Like I said, a lot of this is old, or what stuff that he started off with is old ancient knowledge.
Yep.
All it is, matter of fact, I quoted it earlier, the knowledge of wickedness is not knowledge. That's not really real understanding, you know. Of course you gotta have, but you gotta be wicked to get into it. It's left hand shit, it's witchcraft. You know? Like he got some shit, you might say something, right? Or he got it now, you can think shit. And you go on the fucking phone and the ad pop up.
Yeah.
Now how the fuck did he figure that shit out? Right. Like Esau, what'd he say? Every thought of them is what? Deep?
Yep.
Damn.
That's true.
Yeah, I know. But I think they said what you call that? The shit on my phone.
Algorithm.
No.
AI into
What's the shit? 5G? They said they have a 6G, and that shit can damn near read your goddamn mind, bro.
I
be on the Bible app, my man. If I be
Yeah.
on the Bible app, type in everything about a precept, and the words just come up. How the fuck? You know, this is all digital. You got
Yeah.
how the fuck did it come up? I wasn't even.
It's fucking witchcraft.
They're increasing more and more. I don't know if Jake heard about the Stargate.
Yeah.
That they building out in Texas, $500 billion AI. So it's only gonna be like 15 humans that work there. The rest of it gonna be all AI, bro.
Yep.
Look it up, bro. $500 billion project they built.
Yep. So who got that in Wisdom of
I
Solomon?
got you. It says, Wisdom of Solomon 7:13 again. I learned diligently and do communicate her liberally.
All right, he's talking about wisdom. Read.
I do not hide her riches, for she is a treasure unto men that never fail it, which they that use become the friends of the Most High, being commended for the gifts that come from learning.
Right, the gift that comes with learning, right? So he learned a lot of these things just learning, watching, you know. And the Most High was, because the Lord, Yahweh Shah always deal with Jake, you know. That's just the way it is, you know. Like he says, Issachar, he knew what? Knew about what? He had the knowledge of what? The signs of the heavens, you know. How did they learn those things? The Most High gave it to them. Yeah, when you go into Abraham, the history of Abraham, scholars say Abraham, you know, taught a lot of people math and different things, you know.
It says, verse 14.
Our forefathers wasn't dumb,
Right.
you know. Go ahead.
It says, verse 14, for she is a treasure unto men that never fail it, which they that use become the friends of the Most High, being commended for the gifts that come from learning. The Most High has granted me to speak as I would, and to conceive as it meet for the things that are given me, because it is he that leadeth unto wisdom, and directeth the wise. For in his hand are both we and our words, all wisdom also and knowledge of workmanship.
Or what? What do you mean by workmanship? You're right. The way the Lord made everything, His workmanship, the things He created. But the scripture says this too. We only got a spark of it. It's a way different. It's a whole deeper understanding of all these things. You know that's have been created. You know, what we got is just actually a spark. You know, go ahead.
Verse 16. For in his hand are both we and our words, all wisdom also and knowledge of workmanship. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are.
See what I was saying? See, the Lord give us. He gave Israel that knowledge. Really, what he say? It's written in the book of Baruch. It says the things of the Most High belong unto us. You know, all these different things on how to, you know, the heavens work and the water and all that stuff, man. That's all our knowledge, man. That's all our stuff, man. You know, right. We supposed to be teaching the world those things, right? Because it says the things when you read the book of Sirach, the things that are good, the ungodly corrupt them, or if not, he try to corrupt them, you know, or he try to destroy them. So something that's good, the Lord created, he always try to destroy it, you know. Or him and his science, he trying to tweak it. You know, like there's no way this devil should know how to change the poop out of a beaver's ass into fucking vanilla.
Right.
Why do you know that, bro?
Right.
Why do you know that?
Right.
Why would you? That's something you shouldn't even try to look into. A beaver's ass, man. What is wrong with you? That's called corruption, man.
Bro,
They say the wicked are estranged from the womb. That's weird shit.
I don't even want to think about how they found that out.
How did you find that out, bro?
Same thing with that bird from Starbucks. You eat a certain nut,
Yeah.
and then they charge people $100 for the coffee, but he the only one that can break the nut down, and it comes up out of his shit. All right.
Yep.
They go through his bowels to pull the coffee.
And that we worked at the Starbucks warehouse,
you know,
bro. And them bags of coffee, that shit is expensive.
Yeah.
What was that shit, like $100 a bag?
$100
Man?
some dollars a bag.
Yeah.
to get some shit coffee.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's $100 a cup.
Yeah, $100 a cup.
$100 a cup, yo.
Okay.
God damn.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But go ahead.
Real quick. Sirach 39 and 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
Oh, that's beautiful. See, that stumbling block. See, so the righteous, his righteous ways, or is really a stumbling block to him, because he's trying to figure out how to corrupt it. He's trying to figure out how to destroy it. You know, so he can say, look what up, or be the Most High. You know, he just can't get a credit to Yahweh Shai
Right,
and be like, man, this is beautiful. He's trying to figure out, how can I destroy it? How can I make a better version? There is no better version. Dumb motherfucker. There's no better version. Dude, it's crazy. Go ahead.
It's like, verse 25. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things were sinners. It says the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water.
You can stop it though. You can stop it. Yeah. No. He hit right on the point though. You know, but like you said, when you go in, what do you say? Water, wine, salt. He done corrupted all that. You know, he done destroyed it all. You know, hey, back in the ancient world, they used to trade, barter with salt. You know, salt is supposed to be a good thing. You know, season of food. It also put a certain mineral in you. I forgot the name of it, but if you feeling sick or whatever, I forgot the name of it. Yeah, maybe, and you take it, the salt to get rid of it. Shimmy knew about it. Shimmy was telling me about it. But Shimmy was telling me, one day he was feeling all crazy and sick, and he ate some salt, man, and just like that, he started feeling better, man.
Oh yeah, it's negative ion charge.
Yeah.
The negative ions.
You know.
Yeah, the negative ions bind to the positive ions, which is the bad stuff, and it neutralizes it.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. Yep.
There you have it.
To your point, when said the ungodly use it, many of those Romans, soldiers, when they took over certain land, they burned it down, they threw salt, so stuff wouldn't regrow.
See?
Yep. That's why, like, when you got a sore throat, they tell you to gargle salt water, and then after that, you start coughing up all kind of phlegm. Because the negative ions are pulling that shit out. Yep.
Tooth infection, all that stuff.
It's pulling that shit out of you. Yep.
Yep.
Wisdom of Solomon 7:17, it says, for he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yahweh Shai want us to search out things, man, and learn. Because when you learn about these different, you're learning about him.
Yep.
You learn about his creation, you're learning about him, man. You know? Somewhere, like it says, what's that? I think it's the book Isaiah, who should know the mind of the Most High? You're getting an inkling of the mind of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai when you're learning about those things, man. You're getting a piece of the Most High.
Yeah.
But he wants to destroy. He wants to corrupt it, man. He don't want nothing to do with the Most High.
Yep.
That's why it says. So what's that in Songs? It says the Most High is not in his thoughts at all.
Hey, that's why all of his medicines start with a herb, with a herbal base, and then he just put chemicals in it.
Yeah.
They got aspirin. The acetaminophen comes from the willow's bark tree. You can pulverize those leaves and make a salve, and like if you got pain, within minutes it'll cure the pain. But no, not with E. Now he got put some shit in there to damn near stop your heart. He got to put something in there that's gonna fuck you up too. And that God complex.
Yeah.
He got a God complex. He wants to be like the Most High, like the elder was saying. He want to be like the Most High. But he can't, man.
And the process is destroying everything.
Yep.
Because this devil was so wise, right? He would know, like, bro, don't cut down the trees, bro. The scriptures tell you don't cut down the trees. you know, or just don't, you know, pulverize the damn land, man.
Yeah. Now people are passing out at outdoor concerts because there ain't no fucking trees that provide shade. People dying.
But what it say? The knowledge of wickedness is what? The wisdom of, you gotta get that. Cause look, cause this devil cause he knows shit, right? Well, he said, look, so we gonna have fruit trees growing. We're gonna get rid of all the female trees and just have all the male trees, right? So now you don't have fruit trees growing. Now you can't eat it off the land. That's a wicked man, right?
Yeah,
you gotta hope that what he say? They search a diligent search until they have accomplished it. Go ahead, bro.
This book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus 19 and 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
See, the knowledge that's not wisdom. Because your wisdom is supposed to be useful. It's supposed to help you, not destroy. It's supposed to build you up. It's supposed to build up things. You know? Read it over again.
God, this is Ecclesiasticus 19 and 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
See, that ain't wisdom, man. Right? Because wisdom, you're supposed to teach it, and it's supposed to help you grow. It's supposed to make you wiser.
Yeah.
Right? It ain't supposed to make you into a damn degenerate. You know? Or make you forget about the Most High. And that's what he wants you to do. He wants you to forget about the Most High. You know? He want to take the glory for everything. Look, put me on a pedestal. You know? Go ahead.
Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
See? Or the counsels of sinners, because that's the counsel of sinners. Right? That's not a thing. That's not prudence. No, it's just a counsel of what? Corrupters, degenerates, sodomites, you know, bastards. Go ahead. That was into that? Blasphemers. That's all. When it comes to that's what it is. He's a blasphemer. You know. Go ahead.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
They search out iniquities. So you might have something right. They're gonna be like, well, how can we make it wicked? You know, how can we make it wicked as all hell, man? You know, how can we make it destroy you? You know, or how can we make this herb less potent?
Right.
So it won't benefit anyone. You know, how can we make it less potent so it won't heal you? Right?
I like you go to the grocery store down here. I never saw this as a kid. They got packs of pork and beef mixed that. That was not out when I was little. They had these type of things.
Or is it?
Yeah,
pork
right.
and beef?
What is it right now?
You know, is it a squirrel? Is it some raccoon mixed with beef? Who knows? Who knows? Or what? Right? Because we just going into it earlier, right? Oh, but back to the scripture, knowledge of what? Wickedness is not wisdom, right? Because now, hey, whether you know it or not, they're liquefying dead bodies. To turn them into water, so you could be washing up with somebody's flesh. You see?
God.
Or drinking somebody's flesh. See, but we're the crazy motherfuckers on the corner. Right? We wicked. We in the coat.
Yeah.
Precept. But this devil, he get to get away with everything. And they say we just out here hating white people. But yet this motherfucker doing this.
Yeah. And where he getting the bodies from?
Oh, I seen another video, right? This dude that work in a cemetery, he say, man, at the end, they will bring the coffins back up, and he said he walked up on it, and he kind of like lifted up the coffin, and it was light. And he asked the dude where the body was. And the dude asked him like, hey man, dude told him, look, you really don't want to know what we doing with the bodies.
Oh, I tell you.
So your McDonald's, your water, you know, you don't you ain't gonna deliver me from the wicked.
Right.
Man.
Yeah, man. We're really in the worst
Man.
case scenario.
Yeah.
Like the elder Yashwamba be saying, man.
Man.
Like we, like how do like they, you thinking he's living brother faith? Yeah, he cringing. You're like, God damn. But when you actually think about it, you speaking, you're like, damn. Like you get that low?
Now you washing your newborn baby off in liquefied body.
Like, why couldn't you just stick to regular water, bro? You know?
Like, it's a plentiful supply. Is it?
It got plastic in it,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
If you ever see, I pretty much every brother in the truth have seen that documentary, Plastic Ocean.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know? They say we drink plastic every day, little small particles of plastic.
Sugar into what? Kidney malfunction.
See?
Your body can't filter that shit out. So people probably on dialysis, I don't think you can hot all kind of shit, but plastic on top of it. And who's just saying, I in the chat before you talking about,
Yeah.
you was talking about in the chat, right?
Right.
And I was like, when I say, who say they're not making that shit into bottled water? They putting spring water, alkaline spring water in there. Well, is it?
Oh, is it?
Right.
No, that's been happening because they set the pallets of water out in the sun, and the plastic gets hot and leaches into the bottle of water. We've been drinking plastic for all of our lives.
Yeah.
You know, plastic sitting. Just think a truck coming from Texas, from a water plant in Texas, is sitting in that fucking sun all the way till it get to where it's going. That plastic heats up, and particles of that plastic leaches into the water. You know, that's why the whole BPA bottle, this bottle doesn't have bisphenol A, because bisphenol A was the synthetic estrogen that was turning people.
Turned you into a sodomite.
Yeah, without the spirit of the Lord, you might be looking at another man's ass. Like, man, like, bro, like that shit is fucking crazy, bro. Crazy work. Oh, I hope it rain hard on these devils out here, man. Sorry, bro. Oh, these fucking people, man.
We back in the day, Mr. Pure, all that used to come in glasses.
Everything used to come in glass.
Yeah, bro. It's hard to find some glass now.
Go ahead.
Take your pop bottles back to the store for money.
Yep.
Milk.
This is Psalms 124. I'll start at verse 2. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick. When their wrath was kindled against us,
Right. Man, bro, we'll be destroyed, bro. You know? That's why the Lord got the remnant, man. Go ahead, bro.
that's pretty much the
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Because shit, Lord, we've been fucked up out here.
Yeah.
That's the whole point, you know? It's like, this shit just make you fucking mad. Like I said, showing oppression, making wise men mad. Like, you just, the shit the elder just saying is like, God damn, man. Ain't no depth of low this devil gonna go
Yeah.
to.
How low will you go?
None.
How low would you go, bro?
Yeah, just when you think you're tired, some more evil shit come out.
Yeah.
Like, just when you think it's enough. Like, you know, hey, if they doing that, shit, I don't even want to know what all they doing.
That's what we know about.
Right.
Shit.
That's what we know about, man.
Watch those documentaries on the cows too, bro.
That's what we know about. That's what we know about. What about the stuff we don't know about? You know? What about all the enchantments? You know?
Yeah.
You know, him putting on fake masks and all that shit, or you know, cause you better believe them hoods, man. And with Jake Lip, man, they throw all kind of drugs and be throwing curses on them motherfuckers, man. All kind of shit, man. Doing witchcraft on those cities, man. This devil be doing all kind of shit, man.
Hey, we witnessed that in Gary. Remember the camp? We was at the camp, and we kind of felt weird, and we turned around, there was a bunch of demonic symbols. Then we started riding around the city and looking. It was a bunch of hidden demonic symbols. These people was coming to beautify the city, and they was really putting curses on Jake out there. White people are coming to beautify the city, and they make all these paintings, but hidden within the paintings, demonic faces, demonic symbols, upside down crosses, demons. Yeah, man.
Yeah, me and the elder Austin did a video years ago on this dude said he was a warlock. They would place them in different sections in the city, and they would just sing curtains up all night on that section of the city, bro.
See?
That's why you go certain, even here in Indianapolis, you go certain cities, certain parts of the town, you be like, this is like a black cloud over this fucking west side, you know, east side. You be like, man, it's demonically holding that presence, man.
Yeah, yep.
You know?
Each city has that too.
Yeah.
You go to these different cities.
Yeah.
You imagine, you know, travel.
Hell yeah.
Different cities that got a different spirit on them.
Hell yeah.
Kind of is. Like you go to Memphis, it's just like, I don't know, weird.
Man, LA, man. When we went to LA, bro, we was coming out of the mountains, and it was a dark cloud sitting over LA, bro. Man, like that city, that's one of the most fucked up cities I ever visited, bro. That bro, New York ain't got shit on LA. Chicago ain't got shit on LA, bro. That city is horrible, bro. Man, a lady bum bumped me and I got sick for like 3 hours. My nose started running. I was like, what the fuck? You know, lady bumped me, you know. I smelt her before I smelt her, and then I turned around and she bumped me and like kept walking, and I don't know. It was all kind of police around us. She could have been like a secret operative trying to stick me with a needle or some sickness or something. But like she bumped me. I started getting sick. You know.
Where we leave off at?
I was going there.
Go ahead, get what you got.
What?
No five.
Bring it out anyways. I don't remember.
This is Job chapter 5 and verse 12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hand cannot perform their enterprise.
Right, we're talking about this, this new world order, all this technology and stuff that he got, man. See, the Lord is going to disrupt all this shit he got going on, this mess he got going on. Him and the saints, man. You got to clean up this mess. This devil got going on. Go ahead.
It says, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Right, see, taketh the wise in their own craftiness. See, all that stuff that he's planning, what he's trying to do, man, the Lord is going, it's a trap behind all that. Esau thinks he has a trap, but really the Lord, this is a trap for him. Right? The Lord is going to take him down, He think he's just going to, take down all the nations, set up his new world order, have you into complete subjection. No. The Lord got something for him. Yahweh Shimon Rashai got something for him, man. Go ahead.
It says, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. It says, they meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the
You can
noonday.
stop right there, though.
Nah.
Somebody else hold anything? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 10. It says, fear thou not, for I am with thee. I was like, I'm with the 14. It's Isaiah 41 and 14. Fear not thou, worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Yahweh Shemashai, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
It's the book of Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked.
Right. Deliver my soul from the wicked. Now, we talking about all these different things, all this stuff you got set up, man. That's why prayer is important, okay? But also listening to your heads, being circumspect, walking in wisdom, man. Listening to wise counsel. Because the stuff that this dude is doing, bro, hey, we need Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. We need him bad. We need him fast, Because we know the things that he planning, You know what this devil want to do, Go ahead.
Which is thy sword?
Which is thy sword. We know, that's what's on his mind. It's the sword, all right? And what kills, steal, and destroy. That's what he want to do. And anybody that's in his way of trying to set up this new world order, man, like a brother said in the group, in the elders group, any defiance against Esau right now, bro, he ain't playing, bro. So we're coming into serious times. And really, this country is already in martial law. You know, wait till they do some more protests, and these ain't gonna be the only protests. You know, but they gonna get busy. They gonna start shooting people. Fuck them little rubber bullets. They gonna start shooting motherfuckers.
Hey, you see the lady?
Yeah.
They got well, I think it was the National Guard dude that shot the chick.
Yeah, that was a rubber bullet though.
Oh,
That was a rubber bullet. Yeah, they gonna start shooting real bullets.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, ICE. Remember ICE was buying up all them bullets? That's
Yeah.
who activated right now.
Uh-huh.
And they ain't using them right now. But hey,
You remember all them, they was buying all these thousands,
9
millions
billion,
around?
40
Yeah.
millimeter round, 9 billion.
Yeah, they gonna start shooting these people.
Yeah.
Like Biggie Smalls said, what do you think all the guns is for?
Homeland security.
Yeah.
7 billion NATO rounds.
They gonna start shooting these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
All that, the throw a brick and all that going mark. Yeah, they got something for you.
Hey, the governor of Florida, the sheriff of Florida already said it. He said you throw a brick or firebomb at one of the cops, we'll notify your family, but to come get your remains.
Yeah.
Hey, out there in Cali, they say you could just run people over. Hey, can you imagine how many people went and dusted off them, took the covers off them Jeeps out in Cali? They got the Jeeps with the 4 wheels in the back.
Yeah.
You know, them crackers is ready to start running Issachar over, man.
Let's not forget about the laws of Chicago too, where somebody can rent your house.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're gonna bring that back around, right? Go ahead, close up, bro.
All right, so with that, we hope this lesson was edifying to the elect body of the nation of Israel. Once again, going to give all praises, glory, and honor to double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Archons who live in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the scattered elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth. To you, we say Shalom. Shalom. From Yasharallah. Abba. Shalom to the elect brothers and sisters on the comment board.
Hey, the Lord split that storm into two.